What?
In order to get a beta code. So I was like, all right, fine. I'll do it on this one occasion. So I bought an auto sniper and just bodied everyone. Got my beta code, went off to PC. Play it on PC. I've made some videos a very long time ago, actually.
Well, we've got the pistol now coming in for Nuke. This is map number 2 in this best of 3. Star Series 12 and TSM. They won Mirage 16-5, I do believe. It's a pretty crushing victory.
Flipside are actually particularly strong. Well, Simple is very, very strong in particular from the Flipside lineup on this map. But I think it was with Hellraisers where we saw him playing CT on Nuke. And now the question is, like, are they going to go double AWP? Well,
Blade is a really good leader for this map as well.
Are they going to go double AWP on the CT side? Simple is a very good rifler as well. And I don't know if their economy will be able to support it. But look how tentative this pistol round is, Dan.
This is one of the better maps for Flipside, I would say. And, you know, again, Blade's leadership gives them potent T sides. But we're going to have, right now, just a very tentative Flipside as they respond and react. And now they're going to have to reposition. We can see that lots of players spotted towards the lower area. But 30 seconds left. TSM are going to be starting to get quite committed in. And there they go, into the site. Markov going to go down straight away. We do have TSM now with a good advantage. As we do have Carrigan taking control of events. Only momentarily, though, as Simple does come in. But against 4 players, he's going to do nothing. And TSM take the first round. So Flipside in that horrible spot where TSM on the T side are going to get, in theory, 3 easy rounds. We'll have to see if Flipside, Simple buying up a scout and the pistol armor coming in, whether they can actually stop this horrible situation from happening, because every single T round is so important on this map.
Flipside not doing so well on these pistols today. It's really costing them. They've got, I think they're 0 from 3 at the moment. So we'll see if they're able to improve. It's going to be Simple, the only one with the scouts.
Yep. He is on outside at the moment. Bondic is there on the rafters. Going to drop down into the top of the hut. And again, TSM, they just have to use the time in the rounds to make sure that, okay, you know what, we don't need to rush straight away. Let's see if Flipside are going to take a risk. Try to be aggressive early on, but it's not to be. Not going to give anything away. They want TSM to play into them. And Simple going to get toyed with outside. It's not a good idea necessarily. As now slowly TSM working their way into ramp room, but Markov going to get a nice headshot and drop off into a safer position. So already Flipside taking an early advantage. Although that said, early is not the word because it's 40 seconds left in the round. TSM need to go in. We've got Dupree's ready to wrap into main as his team do go down ramp into the lower bomb site. So let's see how successful Dupree's going to be. We've got Device now. He's dropped into the bomb site as we do have the push and the plant to be coming in. Blade stuck behind the smoke now. Markov on the side. He can stop this plant. Oh, and he will just barely stop the plant in time. 3 versus 2. 15 seconds left. And we have a horrible situation. What are they? Oh, he can't stop the plant in time. Does go down. And so do the rest of his team. And we have 2-0 now for TSM as Flipside full save.
That was a pretty fun round. They held them for quite a long time. Got the first frag on the ramp as well. And with 15 seconds left, I thought they would take it. If they had an angle on control, I think that round would have been theirs. But Device managing to spin around and get the plant down. Again, the bomb planting hitbox is something that's a bit controversial at the moment. People feel like it's a bit broken. But that's beyond my expertise. So Device and his teammates still continuing with the eco-buy, the anti-eco-buy, should I say, UMPs, Tech-9s. Galil's really good with the extra bullets for these kind of rounds.
Alright, so they're going to be entering their way into the ramp, but Markov again picks up a quick kill and before dropping down into safer territory. But he's only got 3 teammates. Well, sorry, he's only got 2 teammates left to play with against the entire lineup of TSM, but he does get another kill. Markov doing a good job, but more damage can be done on these ranges. It's not really going to be favourable, except for Wada that he will get caught off by the player in vent. So TSM now going to be up against the buy of Flipside, and Flipside they 100% need, no excuses to win this round. They just have to. They need to get this going in their favor again because TSM are super good on CT. Their CT is very scary. And they're also really good at shutting... TSM probably one of the best teams at shutting down outside plays, even with all the smokes down. And that's something that Flipside are going to be very reliant on later on when they play.
Look at this. Fast rush coming into the A bomb site here from the T's. And it's going to be WorldEdit having to hold down a rush with an AWP. That's going to be difficult. And Blade and Simple are the ones getting the frags at the moment. 2 versus 1 now. Make that 1 versus 1 as only Markelov remains versus Device. Very expensive round for both teams. Markelov looking the wrong way. Doesn't get the frag. That is absolutely brutal.
Massive round there from TSM. Device getting his 1 of 3 at the end. And now TSM 4 rounds to the 0. Another eco for Flipside. And the next time they're going to buy is going to be... It's already going to be 5-0 to TSM. And then if they lose again, the next time they're going to buy, unless they force it, which they could, but is not advisable, they really should eco again. Next time they will be able to buy properly it will be 7-0 to TSM. So this is the slippery slope territory that we're talking about now. And again, when the T rounds are so crucial, and getting anything more than that range of 3 to 5, which is expected, it becomes
already down there.
Incredibly unhappy times for Flipside.
What's a shame at the moment is that like Simple running around this map on CT side with an AWP is very, very strong. But because WorldEdit it's a primary AWPer, they can't employ that style, at least with one AWP on the map. Which I think they should consider at least, but maybe it's a per team situation as well, who knows. But we may not even get to see that because TSM are all over Flipside at the moment.
No tears, only dreams. Okay, interestingly, Simple does have himself an M4.
Where can he go to save this? Considering that if he stays where he is, he's dead from the bomb blast.
Well, I think they're going to be buying this round no matter what, so it's okay. They're going to have quite a bit of cash thanks to the round loss bonus, and now we're going to see all the guns that they want. But again, they need to shut this down now. This just can't get out of hand.
Okay, this is a good decision, Dan. Sorry to interrupt you, but I was worried that they'd go double AWP because they wouldn't have money for nades. They've gone for 1 AWP and they've given the AWP to Simple this time. And again, he is the guy who can just run around and just annihilate people with the AWP on this map in particular. So a bit of a change in strategy here, and it makes them more able to stop a rush as well, which I'm sure they're more paranoid about onto the A bomb site.
So far, Markov has been doing pretty well on the ramp area. Do have Device moving outside. And Simple surely must be lurking around here somewhere. We saw him last in main with that AWP, so he's going to be up and close against these people who are going to be challenging from this T-Red, but he's going to fall back again. Just avoiding those players. They've actually, Flipside have no concept for what is happening outside. They don't know how many people are there, where they're going. It's a complete mystery.
NiP do this as a choice though. They just give up outside. And they managed to still have a pretty strong CT hold.
You got to
see if Flipside can do the same.
And they do have WorldEdit who is peeking for that info, kind of where Forest would usually be. But so far,
time's running out as well. 35 seconds. Neither bomb site was breached despite the outside control.
TSM really wanted one of those picks. They felt convinced that perhaps the player from Flipside would peek them and die outside, but it hasn't happened yet. Good discipline here from Flipside as push comes in. Simple in a very key position. Gets a nice little leg shot there with the AWP, but he gets eliminated. Markov turns around, gets the spray down. That's 3 players in quick succession. Cajun B and Device now incredibly low on their health. 10 seconds to get the bomb down, and that surely is just not happening here. Device picks up Blade, and it's going to be a round won by Flipside, but how much is it going to cost them here? It's 2 players, 3 players down.
Going for the AWP again.
The final cost.
I was wondering, are they going to run for the AWP and have the round just collapse around their eyes? But they will lose 1 player.
Now you can see the strain on the economy for Flipside. They've won 1 round, and now the biggest tragedy would be for them to lose this round, lose their money bonus, and be left on 1400 from losing it, and they would have to eco like twice. And then it's like GG. That's a horrible situation. So they have to win this round. Going to be Dupree able to take down Simple already outside. So it's already off to a poor beginning.
Flipside have to be prepared to play without AWPs because you can see TSM know how hard they need them. So when it's a case of saving, they're just holding angles where there's an AWP because they know Flipside are going to be desperately running towards it, and they get 3 kills, which is also very harmful to the Flipside economy. So sometimes just got to give it up.
One of the scary things about TSM is what you're seeing, where they can just so happily take these duels outside. A lot of teams will smoke it off, try to like play for map control and stuff like that. But instead, TSM, they know their skill. They don't want to play necessarily for that. They want to play for the Angels. They know they're going to win those. And Flipside now down to 2 players, looking at that's a potentially horrendous situation where they will be on potentially a double eco. We'll have to see how the money works out exactly, but having won the last one, they get $1,400 for losing the next round, or this round, sorry. But we've got Bondic and Markov alive still. Looks like they're going to go for the save at the moment, or try to save what they can. But TSM would be remiss if they did not go for the hunt here. Eliminating Bondic, or eliminating just one of these 2 players will be good enough. But can they find one of them? Now, they are closing in on Bondic, who is on the T roof, but Bondic and Markov are very split up here. So if they all find Bondic and get drawn to him, oh, Zinix takes him down immediately. Okay, where's Markov? They are going to be closing in on Markov. Oh, he gets a bit of spray. Oh, he will go. Oh no, he gets taken down as well. That is a huge disaster. And look at how broke they are. It is, yeah, that's double eco for them if they want a proper buy. Because they get 1,800 from losing this next one. So, James, I don't maths super good, but I'm pretty sure they're still going to have to eco again after that if they really want a proper buy. But that means they would have given away 7 rounds. James, how do you feel about this?
It's looking really bad. Problem is, like, as bad as this is, the game isn't over, despite how horrible this this CT half is, at least right now.
Flipside are a team that has a good potential to take a lot of T rounds. I will say that. I will say that.
When Blade's old DATS lineup had good set pieces on the T side, however, with 2 AWPers on your team, did they have the same?
So when Thorin was here, I was talking to him. I was trying to make the point that I feel like Flipside could be in this problem, or in this area where before we saw how Blade can turn around a team, how they could turn around Hellraisers, how they used that. But if, let's say, you've got World Edit and Simple, and you regiment their play too heavily, and they don't get enough freedom, then perhaps that's going to hurt their ability to perform. And for example, if you look at Existence and the way he plays with Kenny S, it's quite clear the space within the system that Existence has created, the space that is there for Kenny S to be Kenny S. And likewise, you can say the same thing for JW. You can say the same thing in Fnatic, and you can say the same thing for how NIP play. They just play pretty free anyway. You can say the same thing about Envious, the way that Envious play. Happy's completely changed his leadership style.
What's also interesting is that both the AWPers have 2 very different styles. Simple is more of a Kenny S style AWPer, whereas World Edit's more of a Smith style AWPer, or of a Guardian, if you will. Where he's more of a solid AWPer rather than just running around and going absolutely crazy.
I wouldn't say Smith is Guardianish.
I'm talking World Edit. Well, yeah. I think Smith is probably a better comparison than Guardian.
But yeah, now we can see the buy that they're working with. It's 2 Famouses, James. 2 of them. It's not good. And they're going to go for a quick push. They just want to bust this again. This is exactly what they did to cripple the economy in the first place. And look at that. 3 frags instantly. And the pace was just not anticipated here from Flipside. They did not expect this.
They're not allowing the AWPers to have exploit their skill on the flip side.
Yeah, they're
just charging into the site. They either have no money for the AWP, or they have an AWP and they just charge into A, where you need an M4 because you got multiple opponents to kill.
So one interesting point again about the in-game leader thing with regards to Flipside, and it's hard to say because it's still early days. And with Flipside, it's definitely still early days, and you gotta let the man Blade work. Gotta give him some time to work. But the original lineup, the original LDLC lineup with Happy, that team with Kali and so on, he was able to GMX. You know, he was able to take that team, and Uzi as well. That team to like the semi-finals of a major. If you look at that leadership style, where he didn't have much talent, it was very regimented. If you look at the leadership style that he has now, it's incredibly freeform in comparison. He himself has become a lurker more of a fragging role. So it's very interesting, that comparison.
That one rifle, they could win the round here, but there's still a lot of time on the clock for SoloMid to identify the locations of these ecoing players and eliminate them. But first they need to retrieve the bomb, which is going to put at least 2 of their players in the same place. You can see one of them's just hanging around a ramp position. Now the M4 is down. However, they still need to plant the bomb. Now there's only 2 left. So this could be the breath of fresh air that Flipside needed. Again, it's 1-8, but it could be turned into 7-8 here. Looks unlikely at the moment, but it's never impossible. Dupree just holding an angle. Got lots of time to play with, as we said. Zipnik's running around. Let's pay attention to where that AWP is as well for the time being. See if it gets picked up later on. Now again, Flipside going to be holding angles where they get the close quarters combat with those pistols. You can see Bondic just waiting for someone to come up the ladder. And Simple main and vents. And the roaming AK is going to be on Blade. Meanwhile, while all the CTs are up on the A site, the Ts are down on the B site. Going to plant in the smoke here. Let's have a look at the reaction of the CTs. They're going to have to come out together. The bomb is down. Now we've got a 2v1 situation. 6 seconds on the clock. This round is Flipside's, unless they do something terrible again. One, they're going to go for the trade frag despite the limited time remaining.
Dangerous games. A dangerous game, James.
I know. Dangerous games indeed. No AWP still for the CT side. Going to have to spend the money to get it. See, well, Simple was delayed. Maybe there was a discussion about buying one with no armor, but I think he could have actually bought one with Kevlar, but they've gone for the single AWP here. I'm sure they're afraid of those rushes from the T side. It looks like it's going to be a different strat, at least for the time being. They're set up for nades outside, I think. Let's have a look. Doesn't seem like there's anything yet, but the CTs are prepared. I think, well, that it is up. Yeah, indeed he is. So, all the, or most of the T's still stuck outside for the moment. Bad dudes being bad dudes. Counter flashes coming in from the CTs. Just trying to stop any rush timing here from TSM, trying to disrupt their stratego. Let's have a look at Bondic. The push is going to come in. Looks the right way to avoid the flashes. Doesn't get flashes eventually. Can he get a frag though? Gets one. Look at the positioning from the remaining 2 CTs. Sorry, Ts. One at T vent, one at CT vent. Excellent positioning there, straight away from the Ts, but it's going to be advantage.
Flank.
Flipside
It's coming in as well from lobby. He's just biding his time now. Marklov can just destroy device. And there it is. He finds the shot. And we have 8-3 now. Flipside picking up some rounds. But again, TSM already on 8 rounds on the T side is quite brutal. Oh my goodness. At least for Flipside's sake, they have got some money going. They got the AWP on World Edit. However, if they actually lose this one, they have to eco. I wonder how TSM will approach this. Will they just go for those fast upper hits? They've been working quite well for them. Looks like this round they're going to go for a wall of smoke outside and play a new strategy as they slowly take control of the outside. I don't believe there's anybody... Yeah, there's no one on the outer catwalk here for Flipside, so there's no way for them to actually spot what's going on behind the smoke unless they push somebody through the smoke, or unless Simple peeks up from Secret, able to take down the bomb. He just wants to keep facing. Look at the spray, almost getting the 3rd one, and it's going to be the rest of his teammates picking up another extra frag. It's in the Blade, and they know exactly what's going on now thanks to Simple, and some players would have backed away, but Simple's a man.
Simple is a CS god, self-proclaimed, self-titled, self-styled.
Actually, how old is he? 17.
He is 17.
So maybe he's not.
Yeah. He's young and arrogant, Dan. Young and arrogant.
He took down 2 with him, and that was just enough damage for his team to get a really strong edge. Cajun B now lurking around in the vents. 30 seconds left in this round, and the money for TSM is not that stellar, to say the least, as he goes up the fence. He's going to get spotted now, though. In goes the nade. But he's going to find himself at the mercy of Marklov, and Markov is not... His name is not Markov the Merciful. Markov the Merciless. But Markov actually has been a little bit inconsistent, I must say, in recent times. James, comment, please. He's top fragging in this game for Flipside, but that's not saying much considering how much they're getting wrecked on the CT side.
Well, did it Blade and Bondic have 3 kills apiece?
Yeah, that's
I
quite
did
brutal.
not even notice that until now. That is pretty brutal. TSM have played them like a flute, Dan.
Simple, so rocking secret area. Don't know how to play flute, by the way.
Do you know what song they've been playing? The Winds of Castamere, Dan.
Oh.
It's been a massacre.
So we got Blades now back into the vents, just adjusting his position based on how TSM are moving through the map. They picks up the kill on Carrigan. Game leader down now. All position taken in Toxic. That's really nice, but look at the shenanigans up here. Bondic having to look at his flank, but he does actually pick up the kills. 2 players left here, one of which I believe is still in Toxic. It's Zipnix. And if Cajun B can add a little bit of extra distraction, he can't. So this should be pretty hard.
Firing squad, Dan.
For Zipnix. Actually, no, because for the rest of the...
That was a North Korean execution.
The what of Castamere? It's the
Winds of Castamere, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's the Rains. I thought it was Winds or Rains, but I thought it was Winds, but it's Rains.
Rains.
Nobody likes to have wind, Dan.
No. And for those of you who don't know what it is, it's the Lannister song, The Lannisters. It's their theme song.
The Lannisters send their regards. Up on both sides now. Cajun B. Splashing the cash. If they lose this round, be broke as a joke. Well, did it up on that catwalk once again. Have a look at the presence outside from the T's. Bit paranoid about T-Red. It seems that Simple being in secret is working so far for the Flipside team. Again, there's 2 rounds remaining in this half, but it's all doable. Wall of smokes coming in for the T's. No action on the ramp at the moment. Device is on top of the silo now.
Would like some pre-nades into Simple's position. He's been playing it quite often at this point. However, TSM more interested in trying to find the Angels actually behind the smoke, as they do take control, or try to take control of ramp as well, I think. They're moving through radio at the moment. Dupree will pick up the kill onto World at it, but Markov's going to trade on Cajun B, so going to hold on to ramp for now. But, oh, Markov able to dodge, juke, jive, get the kill and the bomb down. And that's a really big play there for Flipside. But
look at the life or lack of on TSM here. Device 11 HP, Dupree 14 HP, 30 seconds on the clock, 1-man disadvantage. This is not good. Is Simple's back covered from outside? I'm not sure if it is. Let's have a look. No, it's not. And Dupree's going to get a free frag onto Markelov, in fact, on the ramp. Simple with a trade, and now it's a 3 versus 1. Device with an AWP as well. Going to save it for the last round. So Flipside surviving. This could have been so much worse for them, but at least they've clawed some rounds back. Question is, I mean, we've seen a solid A pushes here from TSM, well-timed A pushes, and timed in terms of okay, Flipside have AWPs, they want range, so let's just close it down and shut them out. But the question is, what do Flipside excuse me, what do Flipside have to offer on their T side? Can they take this to a 3rd map?
It's definitely going to be interesting to see. I do have confidence in their T sides, but they're going to have to fight back from such a terrible position. Either way, we're going to have Boost coming out there for Device to get some warping angles outside. Simple going for the fast push down secret again. And they should be anticipating this by now. They should even be, again, they should be thinking about pre-nading it. Oh, there it is. Device going to be the better of World at it. Simple going to have to go up, try to equalize. Going to take the risks here. Does get spotted. He can't go up for another repeat because they know he's there for sure this time around.
They've got the numbers after him as well.
The angry numbers. Yeah, from Denmark, TSM started taking that position, and a lot of TSM's game is about just like getting these angels and winning them because their skill is so good, and you've got players to lead the charge such as Device and Dupree. So in Cajun B, obviously skill out the roof. The skill ceiling for them is also super high as well. See if Bonnet can keep hold of this position here. Looks like he's going to get challenged. This is going to be pretty brutal if they lose the presence of Bondic on the upper side, which they will. And they have Hell as well, so 2 players going down, just pinching in onto the upper bomb side position. Symbol going to get denied by Device as well. And Markov gets taken out for the 9-6 first half. TSM absolutely brutalizing Flipside. What a sublime half for them. Flipside basically undone by these like super fast upper rushes with AKs, like 3 out squeaky upper rushes from TSM, because TSM won the pistol, and then as soon as Flipside could buy, boom, 3 out of squeaky, and they had this, obviously like they've had this like really fast rehearsed play with that upper rush, and that just completely broke Flipside. And they didn't lose to that just once; they lost to that 2 or 3 times.
Well, then it has 3 kills in 15 rounds.
What are you trying to say, James?
I'm trying to say, like, in terms of Blade's old team, a well-oiled team with all their drills and so on. Again, like, where in a perfect world with 16k, you may have 2 AWPs, maybe not necessarily on Nuke, but in a perfect world where you would normally, on the average map, have 2 AWPs, do you have drills that do not have any AWPs included? That is the question, because they're coming into a T side here. They've lost 3 out of 3 pistol rounds so far. And let's say they lose this one as well and they have limited funds. Are they going to have the answers to win the rounds on Nuke? On the T side. We're about to find out.
Here we go. Flipside now going to be able to dictate the pace a little bit on the T sides. They have a lot of grenades to work with as well. And we've got Carrigan who's going to get up close to that smoke on her. And Device actually missing the first kill there on Bondic. Gets straight down secret. Dupree is going to come around in for some peeking here. And they have a good sense of what is going on. If Flipside are outside, they're only able to go down secret right now. But they aren't necessarily going down. They are just holding their ground, trying to see if they can catch off some of these players. And that's a nice kill onto Carrigan, busting into the upper site. Markov eliminating Zipnix, who was trying to push for that smoke to recontrol upper with his teammates. But what is going on? We have frags left, right, and center. Markov going to go down, and boom, round 10 for Team SoloMid. They pick up the pistol, and Flipside now, what do they do, James? They didn't get the bomb down. They're going to have to double eco.
I don't think
pistol armor.
I don't think they had much scope for trade kills in that round, because it seemed that they were almost always separate. Like Bondic was just running outside to secret on his own. You saw there was one player pushing A on his own, got shot in the back of the head from somebody who pushed Heaven. Then there was a player who got a frag on ramp, but he was on his own as well. Like there's no trades if something goes the other team's way.
That was a nice shot there from World Edits. Simple is looking for some more damage. So Dupree can back away. Oh dear, it does get Simple through the wall there. And let's back away to a safer position. Did spot quite a few players, so he can make that call to his teammates. And again, a challenge won by Dupree. Gets another one as well. Markov goes down over towards our area. But these 1-bigs are definitely proving useful. But it's just Bondic left now. Will get eliminated by Cajun B. 11-6 now the score, as we do have TSM just abusing their position. And we're going to see that Flipside again. Unless they want to force it up now, which they won't. I mean, I guess if TSM had like a couple more rounds, I would probably recommend that, considering they would be behind so much.
Yeah.
But I think Flipside is also a team where they have a lot of set plays, and their advantages are not going to come in these quick rushes. But
you did say that Flipside would need to win Mirage, and that was a map where on the first half they just made a bunch of mistakes that were just horrible for them. And this map is just one where TSM completely shut them down. Just had all the hard counters ready on the T side, and now have the 6-round lead on the CT side. So it looks like that you are. Yeah. I mean, you went full Mystic Megdan, just minus the wig.
my estimate was just predicated on the fact that I knew that TSM, in theory, should have a much stronger nuke game, and I never would have expected that they would do so well on T side. Never would have expected that. But we have the full buy here for Flipside. So what are they going to go with now? And again, also, what are TSM going to do to try to foil this? Is Dupree getting up close? Yeah, he is. Dupree's going quite close. He's on T-Red at the moment. So Dupree is in a position with his teammate who's on the outer catwalk. And I was talking about how well TSM shut down outside on their CT halves. And this is my worrying point, or the worrying point for me with regards to how Flipside's chances are on their T sides is if they base it on outside, that's something that TSM are very good at dealing with.
That's really cool because Dupree doesn't even need to show because his teammate can spot for him and he can pop out when he needs to with his teammate running distraction. So that is actually a fantastic setup outside. Flash coming in, a device, not going to move his position too much. And again, he will have the angle for Dupree should he need it. So as far as Flipside know, there is nobody around the secret area, but maybe in.
Wow, and the guy on Outer Cat was actually visible to Welder that he was on the silo. They would have heard the stepping on silo as well, so they are aware vaguely where the players are supposed to be here for Flipside. So
looks like an A push is coming in. We've got nades coming in from the roof outside as well. Flashes are here. Simple going to try and make action happen on the ramp. Gets a frag as well. He could potentially flank into heaven, but 20 seconds left. There's a second frag punishing a rotation. Seems it's going to be B actually. Let's see how much Dupree can do. If he can kill the bomb carrier, then anything can happen here.
Dupree picks up a couple big frags there for his team. Leading in on a 1 or 2 against Faceit and B. He takes the first frag. He knows exactly where Welder it is. Even got some tags there. And he's got 2 flashbangs as well. And quite a lot of time and a kit. So Cajun B can absolutely do this. He's just going for the hole. They're trying to bait him out. Get some extra damage. Ooh, he knows he must be low. And he gets it with that peek, with that pixel of a head going through that gap in the door. And it's going to be the round there for TSM.
He aimed for where Welder would run past as well.
Exactly,
so
yeah.
he could base his reaction and press his button exactly when he's in this crosshair. Excellent play by TSM. What a strong team.
Cajun B's a boss.
Dan,
He's the end boss.
he paid the cost to be the boss.
What was the cost? Exactly. What does it have to be a cost? I guess a lot of time invested, a lot of practicing. Is that what we're talking about, James? You know when I
can't
take everything literal. You love that. You like it. DDK goes literal. Okay. Here we are. Getting the push in here from Flipside. They were broken by these pushes from TSM. They're going to give it a try themselves. Bit of team damage there from Bondik, I believe, and bomb goes down almost immediately. However, TSM, I would not imagine, are too worried about this. If we have a look at their money, they can. Okay, maybe they should have a little bit of room for worry because they are going to have to get the eco on. But
they've got an AWP as well.
If they keep these 3 weapons alive, and if we check the money again, it could be in a spot where the money's solo for Flipside. Them hunting the CTs down is not really in their interest. So keeping these weapons alive, in fact, they'll be able to get the buy going again quite easily with what they have left. And Flipside pick up round number 7, but Flipside are up against a really, really big obstacle here, which is that factor that TSM only need to win 3 rounds and they're going to be able to take this one. So we can see the rebuy coming in here for TSM was fairly effortless, saving 3 players.
But look at the pressure starting to mount on the CT economy now. Flipside should be able to get a reasonable buyout if they lose this round, whereas Team SoloMid cannot afford to lose any of their players. Things will get difficult indeed. If they lose 2 players in this round and win the round, then things will not be ideal. But that would put them 2 rounds away from match victory here, so I don't think they'd be that concerned.
Absolutely not. They can be coming in around here, and again, some more damage done. That's some early advantages. Flipside, a bit of spam on the roof there, but there's no one to be found just yet. As Blade is going to take some extra spam damage as well, down to 51 now. Early damage battle rages on as Device is going to be trying to peek outside, but these smokes are just covering everything. There's a nade from Zipnix, but there's nobody there. Flipside are gearing up in lobby at the moment, and they've only got 1 man outside, so potentially looking for this upper play again. And there it is. Blade is going to pop out of hut, picks up a quick kill by CT Ven, looks for the second one, runs out of bullets, and that's the end of him. But he's got teammates now. But where are they? Dupree up through main, looking for the flank now. This is a big, big play coming in from the man Dupree. In from the back. Quick frag found by the hut. And now he just has to keep himself alive. Keep the pressure on. There's the peak. Picks up another one. And Bondik now in a 1-on-2 as he goes down, burning alive. And defuse comes in from Dupree. Good save. Nice little movement to get that flank going. And 14-7 now the score. And the reality for Flipside is they could be out in the very fast 2 maps against Team SoloMid.
Okay, so again that last spy coming out for Flipside. But really, just so many rounds needing to be won. When the CT side score is double your score on Nuke, then you're in really bad shape. So you have to expect an eventual W here for TSM, but it's never over until it's over. Again, the money's still poor for TSM. If Flipside can string 2 rounds together, then they may be able to have a bit of a catch-up. But still, 1 mistake from Flipside, and it's all over. Bit of toying here as it's still early on in this round. Can expect a late push if we don't see an early frag here from the T side. Just trying to take charge of the outside at the moment. Device is in Mac, as it was previously called in old versions of the game. Had a big sign on it, said Mac. They are going down into secret as 2 people, make it 3. What can they do with this control? Again, there's still someone in Mac. Device could go for an eventual flank, but he has revealed his position. Little bit of dueling going on there. He hasn't really made any tags whatsoever. And the T-side still moving aggressively towards B. You can see that Dupree is in position behind Silo. Crossfire with Zipnix as well. So this will be a complete catastrophe for Flipside, or at least it should be, should they push this site. 23 seconds remaining. Whatever they choose to do, that will be their first and last option.
The bomb is so far away that he needs to full-out sprint from point A to point B to actually get that bomb down and finish things up, but...
Go TV, go TV, go TV.
Oh my god. Oh my god, guys. Like, go TV. Why does it do this to us?
It never used to do this.
No, it never did.
But now it does.
No, it does.
Well, I don't know what we can do about this, really.
So should we boycott?
We need to email the big boys.
Let's boycott the grenades.
In America.
Okay, we got 1 more round here for TSM to take this, and it's a very scrappy buy for Flipside. Options-wise, honestly, you would probably be looking towards a bit of a ramp play, considering that that's where they can make the pistols the most effective. But at the moment, they're just holding their ground. Again, using the time, as a commodity. Extra time to find out where the CTs are playing from, to get them to waste grenades. If they are so cocky as to go for early peaks, they can capitalize. But actually, it's well that he runs in by himself with no support, gets taken down in a quick 1-on-1. Bondic able to take down Carrigan as he does go for that pressure into the lobby area. But what is this? It's a bit of a mess here from Flipside as the bomb goes down, and very disjointed play at the end. You can sense the desperation from the team. You can sense, oh wow, Bondic! Quick 2 kills in from him with the AK, and you got Dupree now left over, and there you go. Dupree will win that 1-on-1, and it's going to be a 16-7. So 2